What's good, everybody? It's Batman, and we're gonna be doing a reaction to 6 versus Areoflame. It's a debate. They already did a part 1 that I reacted to a long time ago, so I'll put that in the description if you guys want to check it out. I personally thought 6 won. That's just me. 6 is taking Itachi. Arrow's taking Hiruzen because he's on crack. What's it called? And he's taking old Hiruzen, by the way, which is even worse. But anyways, I don't know what Areoflame was thinking, but as you guys already know the vibes. Just like me and Jay, I'm going to remain unbiased, even though I do personally think Itachi slams.
Yes, sir. Yeah, exactly.
What's it called? We're going to remain unbiased. We're going to go off of what it's being given and said. 6 will more than likely still take this, and it will probably also still be contentious, because I'm not going to lie, the first part was contentious. It was not one-sided.
Yeah. It definitely was.
You know, I just still thought 6 had the stronger arguments and proved his stuff through, and you name it. So
yeah.
But we're going to get into it, and hope you guys enjoy. Let's see what happens. We got Jay here too, so he can give even more insight on things. You name it. He's way better in the fucking analysis scheme of things when it comes to debates. So
yeah, this should be good. This is definitely a good one.
No, I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Hold on, let me.
Let's go.
Can you see it in here?
Why do you think that Itachi wins?
Itachi scales over Orochimaru. Just like.
Do you know that Hiruzen also has scaling over Orochimaru?
No, I think Hiruzen and I think Hiruzen and Orochimaru clash with each other while Hiruzen using his true strength.
Yeah, they clash with each other, and in like 3 hits, fucking Orochimaru gets disarmed and gets his soul ripped. So like, if he just started out, like, imagine if that was the beginning of the fight instead of the end. Would that not be a?
Hold on. No,
your audio is fucking.
Yeah, I got you.
Arrow, you're gonna have to repeat everything you just said.
I was just saying, but imagine that.
Is it me or Arrow sounds fucking horrible?
Yeah, like someone has like fucking air in their mic, like blowing on their shit.
Yeah, is that what they're calling out right now? Like, it sounds so bad.
Yeah, I think that's what 6 was saying. I think they said no luck. He's had a fucked up mic or something.
Like, goddamn.
It's like a fucking jet engine.
No luck is still on mute him. No luck.
Local mute him.
Okay.
If that exchange happened in the beginning of the fight, that would be a stomp.
That wouldn't be Hiruzen's true strength, though.
That would be
Hiruzen's.
Hiruzen's. It's Hiruzen not holding back.
No, it's Hiruzen's true strength because you get amped whenever you want to protect something precious to you, and he's talking about how he wants to protect.
I don't even want to listen to this, bro. I don't know. 6, you're not doing that to him, bro. Like, I want, if you're gonna try to be Arrow, do it genuinely, bro. I'm not gonna let you.
Seth Geppetto is in this shit.
Of course he is. Oh my god.
Get fucking Seth amp and then try to take W. Bro.
Where's the Seth amp? What?
You can use it. I've heard the. I'll take him on it.
Okay, because I told him this argument in call, like when we were listening to your debate. I was like, oh, you should have said Hiruzen is actually amped, and I told him some other stuff. So it's like not genuine, like for him to say that. It seems disgenuine. I don't know. Like,
but I wasn't gonna use this game.
If you don't mind, like whatever. But
yeah, I don't mind.
Okay. All right, I just saying.
Why the fuck is Seth even getting in this shit,
Yeah,
bro?
like,
It's a brand new debate. What the fuck? The motherfucker can't use evidence?
Like, what does he fucking care? I don't understand that.
That's retarded. I'm like,
they're trying to make, he's like trying to make 6 look bad. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
like
What the fuck?
That's like me like debating someone on a topic, right? And originally I didn't use evidence, but let's say I learn about new evidence, regardless if it's from somebody else or not. Now I'm not allowed to use it in a fucking debate. What the fuck? That's retarded.
Yeah, like if it's a fucking known premise, and it's not even like an S+ fucking secret premise. It's pretty like an obvious observation.
It's
you can
blatantly known. Yeah, like everybody fucking knows that Hiruzen needed a mental amp in order to beat Orochimaru. His ass was struggling the whole fucking time.
Like, exactly. Like, oh man, it's so disingenuous. I gave you my classified documents. I'm like, dude, it's a fucking like common premise. It's not even that fucking high like profile or high level premise. It's pretty like a pretty obvious sort of low, not even low level, but
recycled argument. Yeah. Like,
new, man.
And then not only that, like even while Hiruzen was mentally amped, he still struggled with Orochimaru.
Yeah, even then, like
Itachi had no struggle. It was a no diff W.
Yeah, what the hell? Like, it's bizarre that he's. I don't know why he's even reading. Like
dead ass skills to like the fucking sonning, like dead ass. And there's even a statement where Hiruzen concedes and says not even he can defeat Orochimaru. To Anko, exactly. And then Anko's like, I wish the 4th was here. Like,
yeah, even implies like like Orochimaru was like, well, he if he was 15 years younger, then he could beat.
Yeah,
like,
Orochimaru says that too, and then like and Hiruzen doesn't even deny that. Orochimaru deadass says like if you were 10 years or 15 years younger, like you would have killed me because like literally, and that's even shown in the manga and anime where like Hiruzen had the chance to kill him, and Orochimaru was like, if you don't kill me, then you won't be able to stop me, and he couldn't kill him, and he let him go. And the monkey dude's like, bro, why did you not fucking kill him? What have you done? Like
it's implied like he's the reason why he became who he is because he let Orochimaru go years when he could have ended it right there and then before he got all his power.
Young Hiruzen for sure, absolutely scaled over Orochimaru, and
a younger Hiruzen.
Yeah, and if you're good enough, you can then be able to like substantiate that, and then try to get like Hiruzen in a similar ballpark to Itachi. Now I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah,
there's many ways to still have Itachi way above and beyond because I'm gonna be 100%. Itachi, Obito, and Minotaur just way beyond Sannin tier.
Especially now. Especially now,
and even without the new Minato manga shit, like
even then it was always
above,
it was always implied they're like they're significantly above Sannin plus. Like
so
Itachi versus Old Man Hiruzen is just not a very good debate.
And I'm pretty sure 6 is like more of a new, fresh debater around this time. So I have no idea how he's gonna get into it. Like if it was obviously now, he'd be able to immediately nip this in the ass and win.
Yeah, now it'd be quick.
Yeah, now it's probably gonna be contentious because he doesn't really know that much, which that's kind of further proven with him not even remembering the whole mental amp shit, But anyways,
literally.
So once again, that goes with the whole thing. Be prepared for shit. You know what I mean? Because everybody was real quick to dog Jay and shit. Yet 6 is over here struggling with Arrow because he wasn't even prepared. You know what I mean? So
disingenuous.
But I was just gonna say that it's not that he's amped. It's just that he stops holding back. Like he says, if only I'd been able to stop Orochimaru back at that time. And then he also just says like this whole time he's like fighting him as his student. And he's like, okay, I'm just gonna defeat you for the Leaf Village.
No, that's not the case.
He was holding back.
Yeah, that's not the case at all. Like,
no,
throughout that whole fight, he was definitely trying to fight him. And kill him.
Areoflame is being a little intuitively dishonest for the sake of his.
That was shown in the fight, but not the whole time. So
like now he's like, oh, now he's gonna actually try and gonna use his normal level of effort. Like no, you could tell like in the anime and in the manga, he's like, oh, I gotta put him down. He's
like eventually he does say like, I gotta stop, get my head out of my ass. Even the monkey's like, stop fucking around, you name it. And he starts fighting and like. He's beating up the Edos, like he's working with Orochimaru, like it was actually contentious, If
I'm not mistaken, I think he even references the Will of Fire during the altercation. He's like, all right, the Will of Fire's in me or some shit like that. Like he's literally being mentally amped. He's like speaking about his mental amp taking place.
Yeah, so and then he finally gets that mental amp that you're referring to, and then which is towards the end of the fight, and then he just starts being more dominating. But Orochimaru was still contesting him technically.
Yeah, even then
they were still clashing a good bit. Yeah, so it's like it's not like he just speed blitzed and one shot or pulled an Itachi, So it's like
it certainly wasn't nearly as like successful as Itachi. Itachi didn't even look at him. Like Hiruzen had to struggle with him. Like it wasn't easy.
Literally. So no matter what, that just doesn't work. But we got to see how 6 kind of goes against it. So.
Yeah, you'll see how he argues against that.
And now he's just fighting regularly.
No,
and even the monkey nigga says, "What's going on? You're fighting differently than usual."
Okay, those two things.
The monkey. Oh my god!
Are not mutually exclusive. He can be holding back in the beginning, and then towards the end, both stop holding back and get amped.
Yep.
Like,
exactly.
That's how it goes.
I'll show you. I'll give you my reasosoning as to why he's amped. I'll show you.
Yeah. Are you asserting that this is a stronger than usual Hiruzen?
I'm going to show you that this is Hiruzen's true strength, and that's what Orochimaru is clashing with.
So that's fine. No, whatever you're going to show me, I totally agree.
Okay. So then Itachi scaled over Hiruzen.
No, because you just said that's Hiruzen's true strength. So that's how strong Hiruzen is. Right. No. So that's how strong. No, you just said that's his true strength, 6. So that means that
also claimed he was amped.
Yeah, I don't think he's understanding. Am I tripping? Yeah, I think he's a little lost in the sauce.
Regardless, it doesn't prove that fucking Hiruzen above Itachi. I don't understand. It's like, oh, so like what? What are you trying to imply?
Like all because Hiruzen can then be able to take the advantage in the clash. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean he's now on the same level as Itachi. Like he would somehow have to prove with some form of evidence that Hiruzen was just as effective as Itachi to Orochimaru, and that's you can't prove that at all. This is no
Yeah,
way.
it's not remotely similar at all.
He struggled while holding back, then he gets serious, he's still struggling, then he gets the mental amp, now he's starting to dominate, but still struggled to a degree, and then gets the Reaper Soul thing, on Orochimaru, which, I'll be real, with that, if I remember correctly, that also only happened because Orochimaru couldn't fucking see the jutsu. And once it touched him, then he couldn't move, and he's like, what's going on, or some shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And then Orochimaru even reacted to him. He used his sword, like to hit him in the back. So it was still equal. Like while mentally amped, it was still equal the whole time.
It's nothing near the illustration of Itachi. With the Itachi altercation, there was no remote competition whatsoever. It was like an immediate,
bro.
it was like an immediate concession and ass whooping. With Hiruzen and Orochimaru, it was like this long, like prolonged battle where Hiruzen had to slowly find himself.
Was it hours or an hour that Anbu people said, bro?
Yeah, he had to slowly find himself, and even when he got mentally amped, there was no altercation where he like one shot eliminated Orochimaru. He struggled the whole time.
Yeah,
never.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't, that's just remotely just not the case. So
yeah, not at all.
You just know
Six did bring up what we're saying in a similar degree. Just putting that out there too.
Yeah.
He already said what needed to be said. And then he was going to provide the evidence to prove that even further. And then Arrow's like, no, I accept it. But then now Arrow's saying and presupposing that doesn't do anything. That just proves that Orochimaru or that Itachi's not stronger. Which
I don't understand that. Yeah.
You just said the last thing you just said, and the thing I agreed to is that is his true strength.
Yes, because his true strength is why he's amped. Arrow,
so
that's not mutually exclusive. Wait a minute. You're trying to twist my words.
You can't say this is him stronger than what he can be, and then it can also be his true strength.
Yes, I can.
Define true strength.
Okay, what I was saying by his true strength is how strong he gets when he's amped from protecting the village, because that's what he calls his true strength.
Define true strength. What is that? What are those?
Okay, so Six just explained what he meant by that. So that works.
Yeah,
that works.
Yeah,
it wouldn't have worked originally if it was under what Areoflame was originally analyzing it as, and especially if Six conceded to that. But he didn't. He explained what he meant by that and said it, and then Arrow is still saying that doesn't do anything, and now give a definition. Like
and which he's doing a good job doing. So I don't understand.
I just gave you the definition.
You didn't give me the definition. You said
this is the definition in context.
Okay. What is it?
Okay, the definition in context, here's his true strength, is how strong he gets whenever he feels that he's protecting the village and people precious to him.
So that means you're just using the word true strength incorrect.
Oh my
because
God.
No, if a character acknowledges something that is what is his true strength, it's just simply him giving a subjective perspective on it, of him like being like, oh, when I'm the Well of Fire or want to protect Konoha, whatever, this is my true strength or whatever. You know what I mean? Some shit. It doesn't defeat the fact that he wasn't mentally amped, and that Hiruzen has two power levels: the mental amp one and the normal one. You know?
Yeah, it's bizarre that he asked him to define it. Like he's asking him for the semantical representation. He's like, oh, it's wrong. Didn't you ask him for it? I don't understand why it's wrong now. Why ask him then? I thought you said you agreed.
Literally.
It's not what. Wait. Hold on.
You just got to give your definition.
I'm not trying to cut you off.
I'm not give your contention. I'm done. You can give your contention when I'm done.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm just saying you're no good.
What?
Okay. It's not my definition of true strength. It's what Hiruzen says. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
When does he say that's his true strength?
Okay, here, I'll go get that for you.
Yeah, go ahead, show me.
I thought he didn't want it though. He just said he acknowledged it and accepted it. Now he's saying go get it. What the fuck? What is happening, bro?
Do you happen to have that at all?
Like let's be real. If I was 6, I'd be like, I don't have to do that. You already conceded and accepted it as the evidence.
Yeah, he did.
He explained it and he accepted it.
Yeah, he technically conceded. He like retracted the concession.
Yeah,
basically.
like
I don't understand what's happening.
Try and find it.
Man's over here retracting the concession because it's not going in his favor of the argumentation.
I think he expected it. He expected it to go a different way, but then Six ended up he ended up reinforcing his premise pretty good, and now he's like, "Oh shit! Well, I don't accept it now."
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Is it in the manga or like the actual like data
It's in
book?
Like I'm pretty sure it's not allowed in
Yeah.
the debate. Like if there is actually a judge, I mean, they would have been like, nah, he got that. I mean, he got that.
It's
point.
technically like breaking the dialectic. Yeah. Technically.
Basically.
But Seth and Ben
Go to
don't
the
give a
chap-
shit. So.
Yeah, of course.
You could probably find it pretty fast.
No, I'm on the chapter.
Let's be real,
It's
Seth
not,
probably
it's not the
wants Six to
chapter where
lose.
he
That's
like.
why.
Yeah, it's already at
Is
the
it-
beginning he was like,
It's not the
"This
chapter where he like
disingenuous,
does the
Ripping
Kenshin
Orochimaru
flash.
soul out.
The
No,
fuck you care?"
it's a bit afterwards. I know that there's like. After
What chapter is that one? The one you just said.
The Kenjutsu Clash is 123.
Yeah.
By the way, we're not trying to dog Arrow or
There
anything
is something
either.
I
Shout
need
out to
to go
Arrow.
Nah.
Go
Too,
to.
though.
Yeah.
I'll go grab that.
Yeah,
We're just being
very.
we're just being very objectively concise.
Wait,
that's
Draco
all.
might have
Yeah,
posted it. In
he's a good debater too. So
Just go look there.
Be honest though, the last debate they did though, it was contentious, bro.
yeah, that one was
This
really
shit,
close.
this shit so far is just in Six's favor. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's winning. He's definitely winning right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You're looking for a fucking scan or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. God damn. Fucking several minutes to find it. What the fuck's happening?
Yeah, I found it.
You got it.
Oh, there you go.
You go. When people are protecting something truly precious to them, they can become as strong as they must be. And Hiruzen says, in Konoha, every year new shinobi are born and raised. They live, fight, and die in order to protect the village and those within the walls. Everyone in the village, even though we are not connected by blood, is precious to me. They are my family. And he says, I told you that shinobi's true strength emerges when she or he is defending those precious to him or her. So this is Hiruzen's true strength that Orochimaru is clashing with.
Okay, so that's not what he's clashing with, because he says all of that in reference to Orochimaru wondering if Hiruzen even has the strength to finish this soul rip. So the strength amp that he gets to protect the village is in order to finish ripping his, or not even finish ripping his soul, just to even use the fucking Shinigami to cut his arms off. So it's in direct reference to him just being about to die, trying to rip his soul out.
No.
That's what directly precedes all of this. Yeah, it is.
Okay, yeah, that's what directly precedes that. But here's
Yes,
saying, hold on, let me finish. That's what precedes that. But Hiruzen is saying this is when a shinobi's true strength emerges, and he says all of this about how he wants to protect the village that's precious to him before they engage in the clash. So Hiruzen having his true strength here doesn't even really make sense, considering he's like breathing heavy and fatigued. But in the other instance, it's fine.
When does he say that? Can I have the whole scan? You said 137 is the chapter, correct?
Yeah, that's the chapter with the true strength
130
emerges.
137. If that's where that quote is from, that's not before he clashes. That's after he's completed the Reaper Death Seal.
Not that. I'm talking.
So what chapter?
I sent another scan. Did you see it?
Which one did you send?
Okay, here. Check general. This is from chapter 122.
Okay.
Why is Discord not letting me post links anymore? Like my shit.
I know I can click it. It's fine. It works. Yeah, so this isn't amp. Because the only amp that he gets, that he states that he's seen explicitly getting, is when he's using the soul rip. So that's just him saying he's not gonna hold back anymore. The only time that he's seen getting an amp from the Will of Fire is when he's just like, oh, does he even have the strength? We can see him getting a fucking amp here.
Getting an amp where?
Getting an amp in chapter 137, where he doesn't even have the strength to pull his arms all the way out. And then Orochimaru was like, I don't even know if this nigga can complete the seal. And then he just like oh, the true strength of a ninja appears when they are protecting something important. That's when a shinobi's true strength appears.
Okay.
And he says that, and then he gets enough energy to cut his arms off with the Reaper Death Seal.
Okay.
The thing that you're showing previously about all that shit about protecting family and this, that, and the other, that's him just not holding back anymore.
Okay. Can I speak now?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think that it's completely impossible that Hiruzen just gets an amp in both instances, right? Because there's a precedent set that when you're protecting something precious to you, you get stronger. Not only does Hiruzen say that, Haku mentions it as well, right? So the fact that he gets amped in the other chapter does not defeat the fact that he gets amped in this chapter as well before they engage in hand-to-hand combat.
It does make a difference because the context that they're presented in is completely different. Beforehand, the context about him protecting his family and this, that, and the other was written in the context that previously he had been holding back on Orochimaru. So what that would mean is that he's simply not holding back on Orochimaru anymore. Okay. He can't get 2 amps from the Will of Fire. He can't get 2 amps from protecting people if he was already getting amped from protecting people. Okay. What, is he going to want to fucking protect them more? That's silly.
Okay. For one, it being silly isn't a defeater to the argument. The thing could just be silly. It is silly because let me finish. I didn't interrupt you, right? It can be silly, right? It's a fucking work of fiction that's not impossible. And I'm saying the argument or the precedent set to get an amp from protecting something precious to you is in both instances. So that doesn't fucking matter that he gets one in both of them, right? And him not holding back isn't mutually exclusive from the fact that he can also be getting an amp. It can literally just be both. None of that contradicts anything. He can be getting an amp. Hold on. He can be getting an amp and not holding back in this instance. And in the next instance, he can just be getting an amp.
Okay, so once again, that's silly in the meaning that that's like saying you're in Super Saiyan and then you get amped more from just being in Super Saiyan. That's silly. That doesn't make any sense.
Explain why that's analogous.
I'm explaining it. If you just didn't cut me off mid-sentence,
that was my bad. That was my bad.
So I'm explaining it in the context of we've never seen this before. All we see is someone gets amped through the Will of Fire, and then they're amped throughout the fight. It happened with Naruto. It happened in every instance with Naruto. He doesn't get double amped from fucking the Will of Fire. And you're trying to say, well, this is the evidence for the double amp in that it happened here. No, you would go with the most likely explanation as to how he gets an amp later and how he gets an amp earlier. In that he stopped holding back. And that's why he specified, oh, Orochimaru, this is my chance to teach you the true strength of a ninja. He doesn't say it before because he's not being amped by the Will of Fire. It's only after he's amped by the Will of Fire that he can teach Orochimaru, and the only time he gets amped by the Will of Fire is at the very end. The first one is a different context than what you're presenting. It's not about protection. It's about him. The thing that he's talking about there, the meaning of I need to protect my family, is characterized by the fact that he needs to stop holding back. That's the bigger plot point that is being accentuated here. And then that's why the contextualization is different in the latter half because something different is happening.
Okay. So you saying the fact that we have never seen someone else get amped 2 times, so it can't be the case here, is just an argument from ignorance. Right? I don't even care about that. It's just completely fallacious. And there's 2 different contexts to the situation, obviously, because the fight's not gonna.
Before we continue on with 6 as a refutation, what do you think so far, Jay?
Both points are fair, but the way 6 attacked it right now is pretty good. Like, just because we haven't seen a double amp doesn't mean that it's not possible. That is correct. That is an appeal to ignorance, technically.
Yeah.
That's not a way to disprove his premise. So that was a good way to combat it, because the way Arrow tried to refute those 2 amps was actually pretty good, but the way 6 is refuting it is pretty good as well. As far as the amps, I'd probably have to see the panels themselves to really see what they're
That's
talking
what
about.
I'm
But
pulling up right now. Yeah, because
yeah.
I was
I
like,
think they said 137 and 122. I think those are the two chapters they're talking about.
okay. 'Cause I was about to go to the beginning of the fight and just watch it from there, but let me pull up 122. Then
122. They're talking about like some statement that Hiruzen makes about transference. No, talks about protecting others or something. He said.
yeah,
That's
it's the same one we were talking about earlier, where he could have killed Orochimaru, but he decided not to.
yeah, that's the scene where that would have happened.
Right here, but I shall kill you and rectify the errors of the past.
I mean,
now.
Yeah, even the way it's illustrated, he seems to be getting amped. Like
in the anime,
amped.
the music even plays too. It does like that. You know, that
you see like the red in his eyes.
You know, like the guitar. Yeah, and then like, and whenever that song plays, that's when normally a character is getting mentally amped. Like, and that song played against Haku too in Naruto and QB.
Yeah, six should he should like argue the way it's illustrated too. The way it's illustrated does seem like he's mentally.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem like he's
he's clearly fucking serious right now. Yeah, like, and now I'm actually thinking about it. Now that you're thinking about it, yeah, I remember this shit because in the anime, in the manga, when after the whole wood style thing and the monkey guy is roasting him and saying like, "Bro, what the fuck is up with you? Why are you not, trying to kill him? You know what I mean? Like, fucking, why you need to stop holding back? Whatever, you're getting your ass beat." Like, he's like, "All right, you got a point." He thinks everything, and he's like, "Now I will, end this, whatever." I'm gonna be honest. In the anime, I'm pretty dead ass that he says, "I will kill you now," but in the manga, he says, "I'll rectify the past or whatever, or I'll do what I should have done." No, he does say it here too. Yeah, he says, "But I shall kill you." And yes, he says the same shit here too. So like,
yeah, so it's like he here the way it's illustrated is clearly like regaining his conviction. Like Six could even bring that up, and that would even further reinforce. Like, yeah, he got amped twice. Like, why is that a problem?
This is blatantly, clearly like in that order of signs. So,
the way I would argue against Arrow as well. First of all, which I already did, but I also would have argued like, yeah, he got amped here.
Yeah.
And the reason he had to get another amp later on at 137 is because he's fatigued and he's fucking dying.
Literally, and he didn't have enough strength. He was struggling. Yeah. They were equal again.
So now he's like regaining conviction due to fatigue, and that's very possible. Like, why is that not possible? Just because you don't see it?
And that's what Six is basically saying. He could do way better. I absolutely do agree, which is why there's some contentiousness right now. But that's what basically Six is saying for the most part. So it's still stronger. If I had to pick, I would still be leaning.
Yeah, Six is still winning. He's still winning.
What's it called? Now he was struggling on this point, but yeah, he's still winning. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's just the case, simple. And then not only that, the difference too, which Six did say this as well to a degree. In the beginning of the fight, Hiruzen was severely holding back, and that's even acknowledged. Okay.
Yeah.
And then like he tries to get a little more serious, but he's like inconsistent. He's going back and forth. Then he starts getting dominated the wood style. Then he gets this mental amp that we're referring to now that Six brought up already. Things start going to whatever. Now he's doing really good. And then literally like mind you, he's willing to kill him now, right? He's dead focused on that. So now things are going whatever. He's still struggling with Orochimaru, even though he's mentally amped and wants to kill him. Okay.
Yeah.
Still struggling. Then finally he gets the advantage towards the end. And they're just going back and forth for a good fucking while. And mind you, Hiruzen still wants to kill him. That has never changed. Never is it stated where like now he's back to holding back or any of the bullshit. No, he's dead ass trying to kill him. They're literally having a death tug of war at that moment the whole time for hours.
He has killer intent. Yeah.
Yeah.
From this point on, he has killer intent.
So meaning even Hiruzen's normal strength, while also willing to kill, he scales equally to that of Orochimaru as Old Man Hiruzen. And once he gets his mental amp, then he gets the edge and dominates. Because that is the only time he's able to dominate. You know what I mean? Is when or at least get the advantage more is when he gets the mental amp.
Yeah, you get the advantage,
He doesn't dominate technically. He just gets the advantage more and he's able to come up top. So it's just, it looks really bad, bro. Like, look, like even when Hiruzen got serious, then Orochimaru like even reacts. And mind you, Orochimaru can't see this thing. It's invisible. That's all stated too. Because he's like, no matter what you do, it's too late. He doesn't know what you can't see it. Only the caster can see it. And then they do false darkness, whatever. He's still not able to speed blitz or Orochimaru or anything, even though he's willing to fucking kill him and shit.
Yeah. Killer intent.
And then right here, this is what I think Six is. No. He says it's
I inherited the will. Yeah, I inherited the will of the Lord first, second. I am the third. I mean, he's fucking yelling here. There's exclamation points.
Yeah.
He's not amped here. Like, he's fucking
I am the
yelling.
third Hokage. No matter how hard you try to destroy
No.
Konoha, and Hokage will hurt, blah blah, and defend the house. Right, fourth Hokage. What you want? Let me reveal you my final trump. Yeah. So it's the whole this whole chapter, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Jay said, if Sixes did a better job, like, you know, really analyzing all this and what's going on, it would just immediately went right to him. It would just be completely dishonest at that point for Arrow.
Yeah, he's trying to argue like, oh, now he's using his normal amount of effort. I'm like, he's fucking yelling the whole chapter. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. That's basically what he's saying. I'm gonna fucking kill you. That's what he's saying the whole chapter.
And then here
someone-
he's still struggling. You know, he's getting beat up by the
Yeah.
Edos. You know, and then
He's
and
definitely trying.
he's actually only getting beat up because he's trying to finish the seal shit, but he's still
Yeah.
blocking and reacting. That's funny.
Yeah. Really.
And then he finally does his thing. He takes even more damage because of the Reaper Death Seal. So if anything, like the fact that he's taking all this damage too, and he's still like, you know what I mean, that's impressive. But
Yeah.
so yeah, he finally gets them both. He's able to seal them and shit. And in the anime, there's even more detail. Like it shows even more fighting. By the way, the manga is way more shorter. So like there's even more consistency and feats of like Hiruzen be able to give Orochimaru a run for his money at the first mental amp. So there's that too. But regardless.
Yeah, I mean, look at him. He's fucking crying and yelling and shit. He's definitely mentally amped.
And then right here it says, "Come Emma," and yeah, at this point too, I remember them playing the song as well because he gets like mentally amped. Like so, technically, this is maybe the second or third time.
Yeah, literally, he's fucking like amped and
Look
like,
at his fucking eyes.
He basically bloodlust the whole fucking time.
We could deadass show you like what Minato, the look he gave to Obito after like he tried to kill Kushina and she asked him to stop that man and save the village, and you could deadass tell he was bloodlusted. If this is the same fucking look for the second or third time.
Yeah, if that's not mentally amped, I don't know what is.
And then look, he clashes with Orochimaru. You know what I mean? They're clashing, and then he disarms them. So only when he's mentally amped, he's able to get the advantage on Orochimaru.
Yeah, barely, yeah.
So he has actually multiple mental amps.
Yeah, he's like mentally like
not just two. Yeah, they're wrong. Yeah. They're wrong about that as well. He's having multiple.
Yeah. Definitely after chapter 122, you could say he's bloodlusted. I mean, he's fucking literally saying, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." So
literally, and then like they continue on. He disarms, he gets the advantage, but then now Orochimaru is like still contesting, which is impressive. They're still back and forth, so it's not like he's dominating. Like it's still contentious.
Yeah, he didn't like one shot him or anything.
Like when he gets his mental amp, it's like a slight like for one he's equal, but then like because of the mental amp, he has like 2% more of like the advantage, and then gets the upper hand, and then it goes back to being equal. You know what I mean? And look, they both die.
If you literally just dissect like the narrative, it's obvious he's bloodlusted. After chapter 122, he's bloodlusted, obviously.
And look at this shit. I mean, they both stalemated right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's literally called the internal battle. Like it's a fucking tug of war. So.
And then that's when everything else is stated about the Reaper Death Seal, and Orochimaru's like, "Oh fuck, like this is really bad." All right, you said 126.
120. What did they say? 127 or 130? That.
Okay.
They're talking about yeah, that's the one that they're arguing about too.
This is just to help you guys, and then obviously to give us more context for the scans they're posting because they didn't show it. Unfortunately, that's how we're doing this.
It's way easier to argue that he's meant.
Yeah, like, but like so, I'm gonna be honest with you. Six could have definitely done a way better job, but he's still getting it. So.
Yeah, he's still winning the point. The way he refuted.
I think they might have said 127 or 136 because that's not there.
Yeah, either 127 or 137.
Yeah, let me skip. Yeah, I think it's way further.
Yeah, I think it was I think they said 137. I'm pretty sure. Let's see.
Yep, it is here.
Yeah,
yep.
It's around here somewhere. He says some shit about protecting the village and shit.
Stop me, taught like an awful under these circumstances.
Let's see. You would die here. Nah. That's that's all of Shinobi. Konoha Shinobi will be another. Okay.
Yeah, Orochimaru's just talking shit, and then he says he really don't understand. Oh, hey, look, the bloodlusted look again.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
There you go. Again.
There too.
Here we go. Shit.
And then it goes to fucking Gara, and then it goes fucking back to.
Everybody fighting. They're all like getting the same Konoha mental amp shit too. That's what it's basically
and then defend the village will fight. Will all fight with their everything they've got. So he's implying himself.
Yeah.
In this world, true strength arises not from Honjutsu. Ninja, I thought I had taught you this once. I told you, ninjas.
There it is again.
When he or she is defending those precious him. You could even argue that he's talking about like just him in general against Orochimaru right now. Areoflame's trying to insinuate, oh, this is only exactly after the tug of war starts. Like, no, dude, he's fucking obviously talking about the entire fucking fight he's had with them.
Yeah, it's like during the whole thing too. Yeah, it's not even like it's before the tug of war.
Six definitely could have easily won the point. He's winning the point, but he could have easily won the point.
Yeah, and then like he does that, and then right here like, he starts screaming.
Yeah, he's literally fucking mentally amp right there yelling.
And that's what you are. He's like, no.
Yeah, literally. What the fuck?
And then he says, "See, look, his eyes still bloodlusted." So come on, bro. Like, and then he won because of that. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Infinitely
literally.
Or just the same thing's not going to keep happening, right? Hiruzen, before he
can
starts
still hear,
engaging with Orochimaru, says, or Orochimaru says, sorry, you spout nonsense. You're merely one leader in a long line of many for one lowly organization. Even your mountainside image will eventually wear away and be obliterated. And Hiruzen goes on to say, the village of Konoha is not just an organization to me. And then he starts talking about how everyone in the village is precious to him, right? So, like I said, in both instances, he's wanting to protect something that's very precious to him. Yeah. And there's a statement that directly says you get amped from that. So him saying that him holding back in the first instance, right? And not holding back doesn't defeat the argument that he could still be amped, right? Like I said earlier, he can just be amped and not holding back. But do you want to move on from this?
Yeah, we can move on.
Okay.
Wait, can I quickly ask something real quick? Hey, Six, are you recording that? Because I had to hop out of call partway through that first point. Okay, cool. Just send it to me and I'll review this part later for part of my judgment.
Yeah, 6 on that point.
So what was that? Speed? Was that power? Was that scaling?
Yeah, that was just scaling, like overall.
All right, so
Amaterasu.
He's blitzing speed above Orochimaru.
Okay, so that's just your counter Amaterasu. Cool. Tsukiyomi can trap people. That's the speed of light.
He's mastered all techniques in the Leaf Village, including the anti-Sharingan techniques that guy knows.
Okay, so him using. Wait, what does it say? He mastered all techniques. Let me see that.
Are you referring to when Nora says it?
Yeah, it might just be knows.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it just says, like, you who knew all Konoha Jutsu or whatever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said no, it's not mastered.
Yeah, well, Arrow thinks it says mastered, so I'll wait for him to send it.
Yeah, no, I say it might be knows. He's right.
Oh,
probably right.
Yeah, exactly, so it doesn't mean he knows.
If it does say no, he knows, right? I'll just say my argument for it would be, if he's looking at Itachi's feet...
real quick, I want to show this to you just for more of what we were going at, by the way, that we're not, like, bullshitting. So Ninetales goes to kill Kushina. Minato saves her with his raw fucking speed because he's a beast. There's a body flicker, not even flying Raijin. React said shit. Me even further proving this motherfucker can fight him, by the way, but people don't think that.
Literally.
And then, literally, like, she tells him, oh, hey, you know, Minato, Naruto, is he alright, whatever. He's like, yeah, he's fine. He's in a safe right now. He's like, oh, good. He gives the fucking death stare to Obito. And she's like, Minato, stop the man, whatever they're planning to hit Naruto. And even the anime, like, heavily emphasized on that look, too, that he gave. It was like a hardcore bloodlust look, like, I'm gonna fucking kill you when I get back. You know what I mean?
Literally.
So, like, when they look like that, bro, like, there's no way for you to say that they're not bloodlusted. You know what I mean?
And now we know exactly what Minato could have done. If Obito wasn't there, slam that fucking tail beast with a Rasengan in the fucking face. That's
literally.
What would have been. We're like, bitch, get the fuck out of my village. I already slammed you when I was 14. I'm slamming you again, bitch. That's what he would have done. Would have done that shit for sure.
Like, if it wasn't for, like, him having to protect everybody, you name it, he would have literally survived and been fine. Like, if it was just Minato against Obito Ninetales, he would have won. He would have won.
Literally.
But he had to protect everybody, waste all his fucking chakra, you name it, etc.
Yeah, he had to fucking use a seal, a bunch of shit.
He had to seal him into somebody new now, because he didn't want to allow Kushina to do it herself. So
yeah, literally. If it was just him, dude, like he would have whipped that ass for sure.
Yeah.
Significantly less able in combat because he won't be able to tell what he's doing with his hands.
Hold on. See what the scan says. Might be mastered.
Bruh, Six posted a video, which let's be real, we all fucking know this shit already, but it says Pain beats up the Sonic badly.
Oh yeah, I saw you posted that. I need to check that shit out.
It's so fucking true though. It's not even a people. I don't know what it is, bro. Like look at this retard, fucking Ricky, always. What's it called? The Sonic, they are nowhere near the level of Itachi, Obito, and Pain. Nowhere.
No.
And
every time they
nowhere.
And every time they interact with someone at that level,
they get shitted on.
Tsunade against Pain, fucking Jiraiya against Pain, Itachi against Orochimaru.
Literally, bro.
Slammed. Yeah.
Even if you count the game, which Swag and Six has argued that it is canon, at least the one about the Akatsuki and Minato. What's it called? Because Kishimoto's like heavy involvement or some shit. But like even that one, it shows Pain against Orochimaru in a 1v1. And literally Orochimaru just fucking Pain just shits on him. One Shinra Tensei and just shits on him.
And Itachi in the fucking manga traumatized him. He's traumatized him and he never even dared go near him again. He's like, yeah, he's stronger than
he even admitted and conceded Itachi's stronger than him. And Shippuden and part 1.
Like sweating his ass, like fucking sweating fucking bullets every time he thinks of fucking Itachi.
Literally. So it's like, no matter what, like, that video is just blatantly, just the title itself, just spitting facts. Like,
yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Probably shits on Kakuzu
and the whole Jiraiya shit is all ratty if you try to like use that to anti or whatever. But like Nagato's clearly conflicted. It's his master. That's why he's kind of fucking around. And they're even talking a lot. You name it. And then literally like Pain finally gets serious because since he was fucking around a lot, like Jiraiya was able to get into Sage mode. Once he sees Sage mode, he's like, all right, bet I got to get serious now. Summons 2 of the weakest passive Pains compared to the Ashura and Tendo. Just you know what I mean? Just 2 of them, just to flex and make him concede in Sage mode. Dead ass Jiraiya concedes like, if I continue to fight, I'm gonna die in Sage mode with Ma and Paul.
Yeah, really.
So it's just blatantly dishonest to anti.
People are gonna be like, he's multiversal because he's cheeky. Yeah, that's not canon. Not canon.
Oh shit!
Look at bullshit.
And even if it was, which is not. It's blatantly contradicted by part 1.
Yeah, I mean, fucking one-tail Naruto.
Yeah.
Come on, man. He's fucking equal to Sasuke. Come on, man.
I don't have the skin, Wook, so if you have it, like...
I'm looking for it.
Yeah, by the way, I think I found that photo that my friend sent me. I don't think that's actually the new design for Sasuke.
I'm checking if...
Gotcha. I figured it wasn't. That wouldn't make any sense for them to do the running thing.
No, Kishimoto wouldn't have like that.
It's in dorm room.
I'll send it in
it
chat
says,
so everybody can see it.
Says new
I thought it was at first because I seen like, oh shit, that looks like Kawaki's thing right above him.
Yeah, it is in dorm room.
That's Kawaki's new design, so I thought it was true. Then my friend sent me the rest of it, so.
No, you're fine, bro.
Because I definitely know that's the old, design for at least what might be the old design for a code in Momoshiki.
Gotcha. It's all good, man. Appreciate it.
This would be disadvantageous for him.
It was a little too overhyped. I was like, oh shit.
Techniques that he would know to the point that he would be able to make up the gap.
Okay.
And even I wouldn't even assert that he would be dampened by. You would have to prove that he would not be able to fight effectively with the anti-Sharingan techniques, because I think they would. I think that they would obviously fucking compensate for the fact that you can't look at your opponent.
I'll show you the statement.
Okay.
So what? They're trying to bring up a statement of
better not be no part 2 shit.
No.
Here's a knowing all.
I forgot to specify part 1.
Yeah, he's saying that he would just use anti-Sharingan techniques since he would probably
What was the statement?
Technically know that.
It was
there's some specific guy shit.
And see that I'm gonna be honest with you, like I would absolutely agree. You know, why would Hiruzen not know? You know what I mean? He would know all the jutsus, whatever, blah blah. He knows the Uchiha name, but the problem is if someone is over you in scaling, you just get speed blitz or genjutsu, and you're fucked.
Yeah,
So it doesn't matter if he knows it.
Yeah, like fucking guy would have got slapped anyway, even in base if he was fighting Itachi. I mean, it doesn't matter if he looks at his feet. So,
Literally.
Yeah, so it's
He
not.
sent it already. Luke.
And Itachi can genjutsu with a finger. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's not gonna be hard for him to fucking get him.
It says new and could perform.
I don't know why 6 is not really shutting it down like that, like immediately, but whatever.
Yeah.
And technically 6 won the scaling point, but since the judge wasn't there, they couldn't, unfortunately, have ended it right there and then. So.
Yeah, he won that point for sure. Yeah.
Because at that point, mainly dictates it. Like, we technically could just end this debate right here and then, but whatever.
Yeah, technically, like, he's struggling with Orochimaru.
Did Arrow counter the true power thing? I wasn't listening.
That point, I'm gonna have to review it because we hopped out of call for a minute, Seth. But they just left it up to judgment. They both had their arguments for it.
Sure.
So now basically what they're doing, since that's left up for judgment, they couldn't decide right away. Otherwise, the debate would have been over. They're going over like abilities and interactions and stuff. Because obviously, let's say if 6 for some reason did not win that, which he did, then now it boils down to abilities, etc. Since they have like similar scaling or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all he was trying to establish, is that they should have similar scaling due to Hiruzen, because arrow scaling is basically Hiruzen is over Orochimaru just like Itachi, and therefore it's going to be competitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
While 6 is just Itachi's over, it's Orochimaru, Hiruzen's to Orochimaru, therefore Itachi wins. So
exactly, yeah. He won that point. So
I think I did. If that means anything.
Guy says when you go up against someone with the Sharingan, you only need to avoid meeting your opponent's eyes.
Yeah.
Just keep your sight on their feet at all times, and you can read their movements and react. He says, now that you mention it, that doesn't make sense, but you're probably the only one of us who's any good at it. He says, I suppose so. You simply need to acquire the knack for discerning an opponent's movement from just their feet. So,
yeah. So
one second. Obviously, Hiruzen would be able to look at Itachi's feet. He has eyes, right? That's fine. But the ability to discern Itachi's movements from just his feet should be difficult. Like they say, Guy's the only one who's good at it.
Yeah, because compared to them, because he just described it like vocally in the middle of combat while they're both exhausted. Fucking Hiruzen knows and can perform all of them. So if the anti-Sharingan technique is looking at their feet and discerning their movements based on that, then he would know it and he would be able to perform
it. Yeah, I'm saying he can perform it, but to what level, and how is it going to let him, see Itachi's movements well?
To what level? I would assert that it would be to at least because if you know a jutsu, like say fireball jutsu, right?
That one's too basic. We should probably use a different one.
That was Raikiri.
Raikiri's pretty complicated. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Raikiri would be pretty complicated. That involves like chakra transformation and shape transformation.
That's part 2 stuff.
Or it would. Is it? I don't think that's true. I think the data book for part 1 Raikiri says it the shape transformation.
Yeah, no, that's all part 2. It's not in part 1 at all. The only thing that's said about in part 1 is the piercing ability and certain components to require it when it comes to like training and speed. So
yeah, and it seems like they're for some reason they're like agreeing not to bring up part 2 shit for whatever reason. I think I'm not sure.
Bro, okay.
I think that's what's happening.
I don't think that's all too relevant anyway. So
yeah.
Okay, so you just give it to okay, that's fine. So I would just say that like I think that to say that he does like he only knows like the technique itself, like he knows to just look at their feet would be so that's not an anti-Sharingan technique.
Yes, it is. You look.
No, it's not because you can still just get.
Wait a minute. He just said it's not an anti-shot. What?
What are you talking about?
Aaron just said it's not anti-Sharingan technique. What the fuck?
Killed by what the Amaterasu, your bitch ass.
Jesus Christ. Sorry.
Is my mic peaking?
Yeah, it was for a second. Okay.
Yeah, I'll push it away.
What'd you say?
I said like what the Amaterasu, your bitch ass.
Who is they? Like Itachi? What?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, you think anti-Sharingan techniques include the MS?
It's an anti-Sharingan technique.
Yeah, but that's like
no. When they're talking about all that, they're clearly talking about Genjutsu.
Yeah, it's very obvious. Why else would you not look at his eyes?
What the
You think
fuck?
you're not looking at it? Is he arguing that just because you're not looking at the eyes that the fucking Amaterasu won't burn you? Like what the fuck?
Literally, that's what basically Arrow's saying right now, and that doesn't make any logical sense. If anything,
No, it doesn't.
If anything, that like, Hiruzen would actually get hit no matter what, because since he's actually looking at his legs only, he's gonna have no idea that a fucking fire projectile is coming right at him. That is super fucking fast, by the way, so fast to the point where technically was able to hit Obito in close range. But if Obito and people like the Raikage are like far away, they have the speed to dodge it because they're just so fucking fast. But Hiruzen doesn't have that level of speed at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's old as fuck.
Like Amaterasu is really fast, bro.
Yeah, on top of that, he would have even less time already looking down at fucking Itachi.
Literally, if he was like able to look straight at him and not get Genjutsu or Tsukuyomi, blah blah, then yeah, you could definitely argue he could probably have a better chance to dodge it because he can at least see it. You know, you name it. And for one, you would have to make sure and substantiate that he has the speed scaling. But two, let's say he did somehow a relative or equal to Itachi. Fucking, yeah, sure, now he has a better chance. But the problem is he can't do that because it's an Uchiha. They use Genjutsu. And especially if it's MS Genjutsu, you're fucked. And especially if it's Tsukuyomi, you know? Like,
yeah, what the fuck? Like,
so the fact that he has to look at his legs, that puts him at a severe disadvantage under the pre-assumption that Areoflame has been trying to establish the whole time that they're apparently equal to each other in scaling. Okay, so the fact that he has to look at his feet is already putting him at a disadvantage. Two, if he uses a Amaterasu, which is extremely fast ninjutsu, like, come on, bro. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's not a really good argument.
That's wild, bro.
I'm sure you would agree is in reference to Genjutsu.
Thank you. Yep,
I don't think so. I think it's in reference.
I knew Six was going to say it eventually anyways, but I had to say it first because that's just crazy.
Yeah, it's like obvious.
So all of their shit.
Like, literally, it's blatantly emphasized, like, right when all that is said, right after Itachi used his Genjutsu Tsukuyomi on a Kakashi.
Yeah, literally.
And that's what they're talking about the whole fucking time is the Genjutsu shit of what, like, Kakashi was talking to Asuma and Kurenai. They're closing their eyes. They're scared. They don't know what to do. Then Kakashi gets bodied. Then Guy comes. He's like, no, open your fucking eyes. Like, it's the whole time it's talking about Genjutsu.
Yeah, literally. What the fuck?
Arrow is he's trying so hard to ride right now, bro.
Yeah, he is.
He uses it to fight Kakashi, and Kakashi can like do more shit than just use Genjutsu with the Sharingan.
What else can he do besides predict your movements?
He can predict your movements. He has precognition.
Yeah. Okay. How did that get to Amaterasu?
What I'm just saying, the Sharingan has more than just Genjutsu. Like.
Yeah,
you would
I know,
have to be.
But I'm saying not
shit.
looking at.
You would have to do more shit to be able to counter the Sharingan than just avoid Genjutsu.
Okay, but not looking at someone's eyes should be for Genjutsu because that's exactly what Kakashi tells Kurenai and Asuma to do.
There you go.
Sure.
Yeah. Like
sure, but that's not an anti-Sharingan technique.
What?
Because now your fucking eyes are closed. This
guy even said it verbatim, though. It's the counter of the Sharingan. What is this man on about, bro? They literally
Oh my god.
Unless I'm tripping, they were just talking about that statement, right? Verbatim. They deadass say it's an anti-Sharingan technique.
Yeah, like he responds to Kakashi like, why? Like, I don't need to close my eyes, and I don't have to worry about Genjutsu because I can just look at his feet. Like,
that's great. There's some noodle shit right now, bro. I'm not even. You know what? While this continues, I'm gonna pull up that shit too. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's insane, man.
Nigga with this Sharingan can hit you with the Amaterasu, predict where you're gonna go, and spin kick you in the nuts. Like, there's so much more shit. That the Sharingan.
Another argument of ignorance. He's just pre-assuming that Hiruzen can now dodge a Amaterasu even though he's looking at his fucking feet. Okay.
What the fuck?
Affords you.
Okay. Well, that's the Mangekyo Sharingan, right?
No, the regular Sharingan.
Wait.
I'll be honest, Jay. You could have slammed both of these two around there. I'm not trying to be mean, but they're both were not that great at this time, bro.
Yeah, you could tell they're definitely like newer to the.
Yeah, very new.
Yeah, you could tell.
I'm not even being like a disrespectful or dishonored. Like, come on, it's just obvious.
Yeah, now they're much more like.
Oh yeah, way more. Yeah, no. Even Arrow, like, and especially fucking Six. Like, if this was Six right now, like, and this was Areoflame, the same one, Six would have destroyed him.
Oh yeah, he would have probably destroyed him at the beginning.
Yeah. So,
right away.
But I'm just being real, bro. Like they're both noobs right now.
Yeah, these versions, yeah, we could. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Talking. Let me get done talking.
JB having his eyes closed doing anti-Sharingan tactics right now. And he fucking doing a 2v1 slammer. God damn.
Guy mastering them for Kakashi. Unless you could show me Kakashi as a Madarasu, I'm not gonna like even entertain that, right? Guy mastering them for Kakashi.
That's a good point too.
Can be
that's a good point.
that he's got some sort of resistance to precognition, and the fact that it's a counter to Genjutsu. That's fine.
Okay, so okay. That's fine.
Okay. So,
all right.
That's fine.
Wait,
Hiruzen can have.
He basically conceded.
He just conceded, right?
Again. He's like, that's fine.
Okay, I'm just making sure I didn't hear that wrong, but all right, yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure he just conceded.
I'm still
that.
gonna pull up that shit for you guys because that was blatant, like dishonest rat shit. But anyways,
speed people. I want you to prove he can do it at light speed.
Yeah, I don't think that really matters because Hiruzen scales
right, bro. When this shit started showing, I was like, oh no, it was so good. I was so hyped when I saw these two, bro.
Yeah, this shit was fire when those guys landed on Konoha.
Yeah.
What does that matter?
Kakashi blocked a light speed attack from Itachi. You know that water dragon shit that moves at light speed got blocked by water wall.
Yeah, okay. Prove Kakashi scales to his water wall.
He casted the jutsu before the jutsu could hit him.
Yeah, okay.
You saw that fucking nudity share in there?
Yeah, what
the fuck? I forgot how much nudity Kishimoto has in this shit, bro.
Yeah, especially early on, fucking Naruto.
Like in the anime, it doesn't show it has like the clouds over them, but in the manga, he don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, he didn't give a damn there.
Hey,
so that means he would have fucking light speed reaction time.
When does the jutsu? Okay, Aaron,
right
if the jutsu moves it. Wait a second. Let me get done talking.
Yeah, literally, he's like sweating. Look at him,
The
fucking
jutsu
sweating,
from
talking about.
Kakashi is what's stated to be light speed, right?
Correct.
So you can tell he's angry too. He's bloodlusted about how pissed he is.
I'm
pissing his pants.
Addressed that already. You're repeating nothing.
I'm not done. The water wall Kakashi summons blocks the jutsu, not his hand signs. So I want you to prove he scales to the water wall.
Did you hear what I said, or did you just like? Because I said
I didn't hear
he put up the water wall in retaliation to the attack. He says, I can't keep up with Itachi's hand signs, which means that Itachi's jutsu launched, and then he put up a water wall before it got to him. That's straight up scaling.
Okay, that's not what he says. What he says,
he's like, that nigga's hand.
You let me talk. Let me talk. Come on. Right. What he says
That's so
is,
dishonest to say that Itachi scales to Kakashi. Yo, Arrow's trying so hard. He is like grasping for straws, bro.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to win at least one. He's lost 2 points in a row.
No, he says
like, come on,
I couldn't
man.
follow his sign weaving at all. So he knows. Arrow, let me get done talking.
God
what the fuck?
damn.
Arrow gets so mad.
Okay, so he knows he was
he's
weaving
losing.
signs, and he jumps.
And that's another. Let's be real. That's another
and
common like debate tactic with a lot of people nowadays. Whenever they actually are losing, and that's starting to happen, they actually start getting more agitated. They start getting angry, more hostile. Their voice, and
You
then
can tell,
insulting.
it's like they know they're losing, so they might as well.
Response to something.
Try to
'cause he
exert
says,
some form of dominance.
Furthermore, that he would use shuriken in his right hand to distract me while launching suiton at my feet. Right? So he backs up and uses the water wall, and the water wall is what outspeeds the bullets.
That's not what happens. That's not the fucking sequence of events that happens. He's
Why don't
literally.
y'all post the scans?
This is just real quick. Six could have also brought this up to even further strengthen like his notion, even though he's still winning. But like this could also like immediately just stopped it. Like Kasame's willing to fight Kakashi and have a death battle. Itachi says drop it, and he's like, if you spar with him head on, you won't get away scot free. So he says you'll win, but you're gonna get fucked up in the process. And if you take too much time to get blah blah whatever yada yada. And he's being dead ass about that. Like he knows Kakashi's abilities to gauge him. You know what I mean? Like he has no reason to lie or deceive. Even though, trust me, I know like Itachi does that at certain points. But here he's not bullshitting. He even does that with Guide too because of the gates. And then he's like, then he starts talking with Itachi, like trying to flex on Itachi. And then Itachi's like, I, unlike Kasame, wouldn't take any time at all beating you. blatantly just showing like he's just like, and then when you see the whole fucking fight, he's just like way more strong. Like Errol's just like grasping for straws, bro.
He's trying. He's really trying to win a point.
That was the most disrespectful shit when Itachi said that.
He's like, bitch, I'll do this shit in a second.
Yeah, I got him. I got these things on my motherfucking hip. Yeah.
Oh, so this is what they're talking about, the water shit.
You might be able to post it faster.
And then they're talking about the water shit. We're gonna make this more entertaining for you guys. That's why we're showing this too, instead of just reacting to it. But so he does the water shit. So like, Itachi does the shuriken in his hand. He's spamming a bunch of hand signs. Itachi did like his water thing or whatever. Now, mind you, Itachi is blatantly faster because if you actually pay attention, Itachi's over here doing hand signs. You only see fucking shuriken coming out of his fucking knuckles. And this motherfucker casted a jutsu. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then he does one in response. So it's blatantly clear Itachi was faster. Remember, he is holding back. He's not actually trying to kill Kakashi. And I'm not going to explain that. You all should already know that. And even right here, this even further strengthens what I'm saying, my premise. That he says, what speed? I couldn't even follow his sign weaving at all. He has a fucking 3-tumble Sharingan and he can't see him casting hand signs, bro.
He's like, I literally couldn't fucking follow his sign.
This man can see everybody, like Pain, you name it, blah, blah, but he can't see Itachi. The only one stated would have speed like that. And he's like, furthermore, that he would use a shuriken in his right hand as a decoy to distract me while launching a water attack on my feet. And then Itachi comments to him, he says, you have a good sense of perception, because obviously, Kakashi is like gifted in a certain aspect. But look, he's just bodying him. Look at this.
Yeah, he's fucking slapping him. He's like, no. And he's holding back.
He's not even trying fully. He's just holding back, bro. Like, and then he tricked Kunai and was about to actually kill her. He didn't care about her. He was actually about to kill her.
They fucked this fodder ass trash.
He's about to blow her up, and Kakashi saw it, so he saves her. And mind you, Tachi's still holding back, not even trying, and he's bullying all of them.
He's always holding back.
Basically. You know what I mean? He's like, don't let your guard down, whatever. Yada yada, and then they're.
I mean, look. He even says, if you go right there, he says he hasn't even. Well, he's obviously fucking not even trying. What the fuck? It's like he's not even beginning to show.
Look at this. Look at them sweating. Asuma. Yeah, I mean, look at her sweating. Or actually, that might actually be water. So I won't be dishonest.
Yeah, she's water.
But then look at Kakashi. He's freaking out. Don't let your guard down. He's Black Ops Squad Commander at age 13. He's better. He hasn't even begun to show history. Even Kakashi says he's holding back.
He's like, he's fucking holding back.
So once again, if Six just said all this shit in a quick succession, easy claps. That's
that's an easy point to defeat. First of all, it proves that the fucking water attack is speed. First of all, what the fuck?
Literally, which I think even Six asked that too, and he couldn't. And then right here, he says impressive. Blah blah about the shotting, what he's doing, because it is impressive. Because Kakashi is a genius. For him not even being a Chia, But he said, then he says, but you're fucking fodder though, because I'm the true Chia. I will show you my true strength. And then look at that, even sweat. That's not water. He's sweating.
Yeah, he's fucking sweating.
You know what I mean? And Itachi's not sweating or nothing. And he's like, don't look him in the eye. Shoot whatever. He knows it's an MS. He's aware of Genjutsu and how the Sharingan works.
Yeah.
And then basically. This is what we're talking about, how Six just slammed him on this point, and he did a good job. He could have even done way better to make it even more of a slam, but even right here, he's like, don't look in his eyes, whatever, blah, blah, only another Sharingan can handle him. Tachi's like, yeah, sure, whatever, you can resist it, whatever, blah, blah, but you cannot break the special jutsu, yada, yada. And I'll be honest, I don't even think that's true either. I do believe it's because Itachi was holding back. He could have probably placed him immediately in the Genjutsu. Because Itachi, when he uses Tsukiyomi on other people, it's instantaneous. It's always showing
like Orochimaru.
Yeah, even Orochimaru. And then even Naruto says if you look at his eyes, you're done for. So it's instantaneous. This isn't true, but I just want to put that out there. He's just holding back, so he's just saying shit. And then he fucking bullies Kakashi even more.
Yeah, he fucking slams his shit.
Slams him. They don't even know what the fuck's going on. You name it. And then it keeps going, whatever. And then this, he's only having a moment of sweat, and it's showing him huffing because it takes a lot of chakra for him to use the MS, and he already fought Jiraiya previously and was spamming shit, so that's the only reason why it's just showing that he's just starting to get fatigued. And then we get into the next one.
Fucking guy appears here somewhere.
Yeah, so it's still going. This is all right here. Yeah. So then guy comes. You know, speed blitzes Kasame. Fucking, you know, he's here, whatever. They're like, oh, close your eyes, guy.
Yeah.
You know, blah blah, freaking out.
Literally.
He's like, you don't have to tell me the obvious. I already mastered. Look right there. So how, like, it didn't even, like, Arrow say it wasn't an anti-Sharingan.
Yeah, like, what the fuck, bro?
Like that, it says counter. That's anti, right? You know, same meaning.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and he's open your eyes, both of you. It says, like, the whole thing. When you're going against a Sharingan, you only need to avoid meeting their eyes. Yada, yada, yada. And it's blatantly correlating to Genjutsu. And Itachi just used Tsukiyomi. So it has to be Genjutsu.
It's like by far the most like obvious like implication is the fucking Genjutsu.
So I'm sorry, but 6 is slamming.
That point
for the most part. And then in the last point they just did, 6 could have done even more better on that, but he still got it. You know what I mean? He still won.
Yeah, he got this point for sure.
Yeah, like that whole water shit and all that, and then him trying to really sit here and say like he scales like Kakashi, like that's crazy.
Yeah, it's
blitz, nigga, yeah.
My internet is bad. What? That's not a blitz.
You're dizzy.
That's scaling. That's scaling.
Outscaling, yeah, but speed blitzed his ass.
Okay,
Fucking so the thing that he states is that that's an incredibly fast jutsu. My eyes can't even keep up with him. However, the shurikens in his right hand are used as bait, used to make me come out of the suiton underfooted. Your penetrating eye is remarkable as expected of Kakashi. Isn't that right? So he's still able to put up the jutsu while distracted before the jutsu gets to him.
Oh, okay.
And
So,
he says the thing that he can't keep up with. He doesn't even remark on the fucking water jutsu. He says, man, that jutsu is fast. I can barely keep up with Itachi. What the fuck? It's Itachi that's fast. He's gonna give a fuck about the water style jutsu.
okay. Well, for one, the water. He's not looking at the water style jutsu. All he does is put his wall up for it, right? For one, I want you to show me when that jutsu actually launched, because all he says is he could barely follow his hand signs, right? So, for all you know here, Kakashi's water wall could use 2 hand signs, while Itachi's uses 44, so he was able to back up and the wall outspeed the jutsu.
You know, because he's already finished the hand signs by the time Kakashi started his.
Yeah, so the easiest way for 6, once again, just to prove that, if he just showed what I was showing in the manga, like, it's blatantly emphasized that Itachi is way faster than him.
Yeah,
extremely.
It's fucking.
So
Yeah.
if you just rationalize that and show all that, you name it, it's easy.
You can't prove that.
Yes, I can prove that, because we can see Kakashi's hand signs, but we don't see fucking Itachi's. It means they're
We
done
don't even
already.
see the hand he's using.
Because he's done.
You don't know that that's the reason.
Yes, I do, because he says he can't keep up with Itachi, which means that he must have finished his hand signs afterwards.
That is not.
If they finish at the same time, he kept up with him, nigga. Like, what are you talking about?
I didn't say they finished at the same time, right? I said, Harold, let me talk. Wait, let me talk.
And that's also not true. Kakashi does the jutsu after Itachi does it.
Yeah, he does.
Itachi was the first one to initiate it. It's once again, it's blatantly emphasized he was way quicker, and it's stated verbatim that like he used his shuriken in his hand as a decoy, and he was so fast his Sharingan couldn't even see him cast hand signs with his other arm. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like this man, whatever.
Wait, I can't talk. I can't talk because, or not. I can't talk. Sorry, I can't hear you. I couldn't hear you right then, but I wanted to talk anyway, right? I'm saying that Itachi can still be weaving his signs with his left hand while trying to throw him off with his right hand, and we don't see Itachi's left hand at all for you to claim that he was done by the time Kakashi started weaving his signs and when the water wall got put up.
That's fucking headcanon. Like, you can't, like, all that shit.
This is all an interpretation.
I get no. You that's fucking. You have no evidence for that. Like, you're
You
saying
have
some
no
shit
evidence
about.
for what you're saying.
I gave evidence for my assertion.
No,
I gave my reasons for
we
why
we used the exact same evidence when it comes to the.
Yeah, I don't know why 6 is struggling on this one.
Yeah, I mean he's right. Fucking. It's like.
Different.
I didn't provide any evidence.
Six!
What the fuck?
I gave my reasons for why I thought he was done already. I gave my reasons for why I believe that he finished the hand signs before Kakashi started his. And I gave my reasonings as to why I believe that this water thing got reacted to by Kakashi. I did give reasons.
Okay.
You're just saying...
So he is admitting that Itachi was first, but then he's saying Kakashi still reacted. So therefore, Kakashi has to like still scale or whatever, blah blah blah. So what he's not understanding is you can still scale, like so you could still be faster than someone. You know what I mean? And they could also still not scale to you fully. I mean, like all because they're able to react slightly or whatever doesn't mean they fully scale to you. Like Kakashi was super late to react to him, and once again, Itachi's holding back.
Yeah, you gotta prove. First of all, he has to prove the speed of the water wall's fucking light speed. Prove that.
Yeah, literally.
It doesn't matter.
So like, there's nothing on that. Only Itachi has actually said to what it can do. So
yeah, like prove that's as fast as fucking Tsukuyomi. I doubt fucking water fucking jutsu is as fast as fucking Tsukuyomi. I doubt that.
Yeah. So like, it's just...
prove that shit. The fuck?
And it could be and yada yada yada. I don't care.
Okay, Arrow. All I have to do here is present alternate interpretations and possibilities to what you're saying, so that your claim here doesn't go through. You can't establish a likelihood. That's all.
No,
I'm
you
saying.
just.
So, Arrow, I'm not done.
He always says that.
Almost the exact same evidence to just come to different conclusions. I've given my reasoning as to why I think that these possibilities are even possible, right? But if you think we've done all on this point, we can move on past it.
No, I want to say one last thing. It's not about you just bringing up a contention or a different interpretation. It has to be an equally likely interpretation. You said you brought in all of these different factors, all of this imagination about like, oh, he could have done this. This is what his tactic could have been, blah, 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 blah. I don't give a fuck. I would just dismiss that via, what is that, Occam's? That's headcanon. We take the instance that has the least amount of assumptions. I'm not assuming shit. We know that his hand signs were too fast for Kakashi to keep up. We don't see the hand signs, but we see that his jutsu has already been fired. Okay. And he has to put up the water wall in response.
Okay, can I respond?
So once again,
yep.
It was really quick for this little recap, guys. If you literally just pay attention to this, like Arrow's main argument is trying to say that Kakashi could still react even though he's delayed, and meaning that he has to scale to Itachi. Once again, if you just look over it, for one, he just flexes on him and says like, "I'll beat you instantly," which he does, by the way.
Yeah.
He's way faster than him. Okay, even Kakashi concedes like his speed is ridiculous. Okay, and then he gets speed blitz from behind. She says like another shadow doppelganger. He's superhuman. Okay, he said he even fucking calls him superhuman. Not Kakashi, but Itachi. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, mind you, he was so fast. He was able to cast a water jutsu, get shuriken in his knuckles, and cast signs for a shadow clone to get behind Kakashi. That's how fast he is.
Yeah.
He could have speed blitzed him just by himself, but he's just doing this to just flex and show that he's just more powerful than him. You know what I mean?
Six could have brought up the point that he's always undercover. Like, prove that he's going all out in any remote fashion. He's not. He's fucking toying with all these people.
And then even right here, I mean, after he stabs him, you know what I mean? And he still has like an explosive shadow doppelganger with him as well. And like, so he was able to cast 3 jutsus instantaneously without being seen by the Sharingan. Water style, gets the shuriken and the knuckles as well. Okay. Well, not 3 jutsus, just 2 moves. Then the second jutsu is him doing an explosive shadow clone. So he does 2 jutsus and a reaction feat with kunai in his hand, all at the same time instantaneously, and can't be seen by precognition by 3 Tomo. Yeah, you're gonna tell me this motherfucker skills to him. Yeah. And even all the characters are like worried. They know blatantly Itachi is over. It's just emphasized that Itachi's way stronger. And then Kakashi starts dick sucking Itachi.
Yeah, he's like, oh god, like he hasn't fucking started yet. He's just toying with it.
He even said he has to show his true power too. So like once again, if Six just went over that context and the other statements and the feats, this would not even be contentious whatsoever.
Yeah, he should have brought up that. Like he literally says he hasn't been. So.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Either Six is still getting this point, but barely, or this is actually equal. So.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's not an assumption because I'm giving evidence for it. I said we see them looking at each other, and then we see Itachi's right hand come up, and Kakashi start weaving his signs to back up for the jutsu. My evidence for that we don't know what hand signs Itachi is weaving is the fact that we don't see his left hand. Like, we literally don't see his left hand at all.
He's too fucking fast.
Right? Kakashi says that he couldn't follow his sign weaving at all, so he knew he was weaving signs.
Yep.
I'm saying you cannot dictate when this jutsu was launched, when this jutsu was launched in response to the water wall. Sorry, you cannot in relation to the water wall to say that Kakashi himself scales to light speed and not just his water.
That also makes sense. What 6 you said right there, that makes perfect sense. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a good refutation.
That's actually a good one.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. We can move on.
Okay.
And since he just wanted to move on, now 6 has got that.
Yeah, he basically won the point. Yeah.
Like 6 finally came through with a solid refutation at the end, and then he didn't engage that. Now he just got that. He didn't refute that.
Yeah, he probably won that. That was probably the most contentious aspect of the debate so far, but 6 probably won that point.
Yeah, probably. It was either equal, or 6 just got it right there and then. Since he just said something that made perfect sense and more stronger compared to what Arrow said, because at first they were both equal the whole time, and then Arrow didn't even contest that. He just like, all right, we can.
Yeah, no, he didn't contest it at all.
So technically, in my opinion, 6 would now get that as well, but it was an extreme diff to get the point. Or if you think that didn't get it somehow, and you think all the other, rationalism or whatever that Arrow was doing with 6 before still, counts. Yeah. Then it's obviously
at worst. So. Yeah, at worst it's 2-1. Fucking 6 won the first 2 points for sure.
And the first 2 points are the most important. So just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like, this debate is technically already over, but I'm just saying.
Again, could you say Hiruzen scales over Kakashi? Why you think that?
Because he's the strongest in the village by virtue of being the Hokage, and he also just scales to. He also
he's talking about the Kakashi Dao books thing.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
He also just scales to Orochimaru. I'll just dismiss that point for now. He just scales to Orochi. He scales above Orochimaru in my scaling, who Kakashi thinks would just kill him. He just thinks he would get his head cut off.
Okay. Well, for one, I think Kakashi, in the instance you're talking about, got fear hacks because Orochimaru has this move where he can just make you imagine your death. Do you want me to show you that?
Yeah, please. Because I'm pretty sure that's just killing intent. And also, Orochimaru also just says to Kabuto that you probably can't kill me. You're about as strong as Kakashi.
Okay, I want you to tell me.
It's definitely a fear hack. He does it to Sasuke, and Sakura, and Kakashi, but okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Or show me that Orochimaru knows how strong Kakashi is.
Like, all because someone has killing intent doesn't mean you're going to see yourself getting fucking killed. That's never shown with any other characters. Only with Orochimaru. Like, you know how many times Naruto and, like, with the Nine Tails had killing intent, you don't see them seeing their fucking death or some shit. It's blatantly a fear hack ability. Better yet, I actually could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that move is actually explained and stated in the first part 1 data book as well of what he's using, the technique.
And if 6 shows that, then he'll...
Actually, I'm pretty sure Kabuto and Kakashi just fight. And he would know by virtue of Kabuto being his fucking underling who reports to him. Like, that would be my evidence for it.
What? When did Kabuto and Kakashi
fight?
Okay.
And Kabuto reports to Orochimaru.
Okay. When did show me?
He's like, okay, the fuck?
Like, he didn't substantiate his argument. He just said, like, he's his underling. Okay, and what does that mean? So 6 has a valid fucking expression.
Yeah, doesn't really substantiate.
Show me Kabuto and Kakashi fighting. Like,
sure. Sure.
They're both being dishonest now. Now they're both playing games. Like, over asking for the fucking Orochimaru bullshit, which we all know is a thing. Now they're asking for the fight. Like, come on, bro. Oh my god. I made this shit so much more longer than it needed to be.
Yeah.
What are you looking for right now?
Okay.
Where they had that exchange.
Oh, are you trying to, like, establish relativity?
Orochimaru putting that thing on Sakura and
That chapter 87? Is it really?
on Kakashi is because he talks to he would know.
Are y'all past this Kabuto point? Or y'all still on this?
We're still on it.
Let's see.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Arrow, you said he would know. Excuse me.
What?
You said he would know how strong Kakashi is because he talks to Kabuto, who reports back to him.
Yeah.
Okay, he makes this statement about Kakashi before Kabuto interacts with Kakashi.
I don't think that's true. That's when they went to go find Tsunade.
I'm looking at it right now. Like he makes it in 88 before Kabuto goes to confront Kakashi later in 88.
I don't think you're talking about the same statement that I am. I'm talking about when Kabuto is standing on the roof overlooking Tsunade, and he says he's looking. Orochimaru is looking at him from afar, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you thought some shit about I'm weakened, but you couldn't kill me because you're only about as strong as Kakashi." That's the statement I'm talking about.
Okay, let's go find that one then.
I can get it. I have it. I think I have it pulled up.
They're both misremembering. Fucking Kabuto. Orochimaru's on the roof for Kabuto, like right after the tuning exams just finished for the beginning, and Orochimaru says you're just as strong as Kakashi, so you can't kill me, and his flexes on him. And then in the Sannin arc where they all meet again, then Jiraiya says Kabuto is just as strong as him again, Four Eyes, as Kakashi, so you can't beat him, Naruto. So I don't know what the fuck they're talking about of staring at Tsunade and something like that being stated, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
No.
The one that you're talking about, 6, I think that's a flashback anyway. I'm saying...
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this is a flashback.
Flashback? What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's when he's overlooking Tsunade.
No, yeah.
I don't remember a flashback. What are they on about, bro?
That's when this
I don't know what
panel
scan they're
pops up.
talking about.
But this quote from Orochimaru here is from the flashback. Like he's got the headband on, like when he's impersonating in the leaf.
I'm not sure about that. I think
it's not a flashback. That's he was impersonating because he's disguised as a fucking Jonin leader for his sound squad for the tuning exams. I'm so confused, bro.
Yeah, I wish they showed the fucking scan on here. But they don't.
I think that in the context of what that is, he's just thinking about Kabuto.
That's not what that is. I think that's Kabuto thinking back to Orochimaru's earlier statement.
Okay.
But here, I'll show you.
I'm confused. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So unfortunately, I can't really gauge on this. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure what scan they're talking about. I wish they said what chapter.
My part 1 knowledge fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's before like three-way deadlock chapters. So like try late 120s maybe because
late 120s.
It's
like the only time that happens is after the part 1 tuning exams.
Yeah,
after Kabuto like concedes and says I give up. You know what I mean? And then eventually shows him what Orochimaru after that stuff is done. When everybody's training for part 2 for tuning exams. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're on about.
Basically.
And that was never a flashback. That was happening at that exact point in time.
Yeah. Hopefully they say what chapter.
During that period, do you want me to send it?
No, I found it. I found what Arrow was talking about anyway.
I'll be honest, I've read part 1 multiple fucking times. I've seen the anime multiple times. Like, I don't at all remember a flashback.
Also, Kakashi just straight up admits that he's not. Like, he says his current state isn't enough to defeat Kabuto. And I just posted that.
Okay.
Yeah, he never says that. What he was saying is at the rate he's going after fighting Kabuto, he will eventually be weaker than Kabuto if he doesn't like get his head out of his ass because he was rusty. Because it took for him to get bullied by Orochimaru and then to have his interaction with Kabuto to realize like at the rate he's going, he's just gonna die. You know what I mean, compared to these people, but they were blatantly equal to each other. So once again, Arrows is riding.
This is after he and Kabuto have their little throwdown, and he says, "My current state isn't enough," in reference to Kabuto.
Even the body disposal squad would be impressed for someone like this to be under the command of.
This is another example. Even though 6 is winning this, but barely, which is kind of even more sad. No offense for Arrow, because Arrow actually, you could tell Arrow actually was more prepared than 6, while 6 is fucking struggling this entire time because he doesn't have any recollection of part 1. Once again, this is further goes to show be prepared and know your shit. Yeah. Otherwise, you're just gonna have a hard time with people that you should be able to beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely should have the empirical evidence provided and available because you're gonna have
otherwise you're gonna have contentious points, you name it, or even losing points. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be honest, because I'm not really familiar with what they're really directly referring to. For all we know, like Arrow actually could be pulling this W on this point in particular. But you know, I don't know.
But my current state isn't enough, and that's why it is. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. You can scale to Kabuto.
Okay, so then my scaling would go through all the shit.
Well, have y'all gone through that Orochimaru point yet with the fear hacks? Did y'all get through that already? I thought y'all like.
Yeah. Is there?
That doesn't matter. That was part of Orochimaru and like.
Right, the Orochimaru. Yeah. True.
Well, I thought you were saying because
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
okay.
that's crazy that Six has conceded that Kakashi would lose to Kabuto. Like, so what basically happens in that fight is Kakashi's equal to him the whole time. He's not even using his Sharingan, and then Kabuto just outsmarts him basically, and he's able to escape and run away because he always fucking runs away. And there you go. Like, if you could definitely argue if Kakashi started using his Sharingan or even chased after him, he more than likely would have won that fight. Because if he's equal to someone and then starts using 3 Tomo and now can see their moves and everything, and on top of it does Raikuri, he's going to win the clash. Or he could just Genjutsu or just see everything he does and beat him up with Taijutsu.
Yeah, he definitely could have argued against the specific like piece of data that Arrow's like referencing. He could have said all that, but he doesn't.
And even further, if Six wanted to be like a rat, even though this is like technically prime Kakashi now because he had to train and get back to his usual self after the rock climbing shit. What's it called? He even like flexes on Kabuto. He's like, "You're not gonna run away again, aren't you?" And then Kabuto literally just concedes and says, "Why would I fight you when you would just copy all my jutsu?"
Yeah.
And I mean, just runs away again. So like, no,
yeah,
Kabuto's not stronger than fucking Kakashi. He's strong, but he's not stronger. He's on his level, but Kakashi is still over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
Do we need to go over anything else?
Not really.
Obviously, Itachi has precognition.
Judges are fucking paying attention. Have been done with already.
Arrow, do you want to establish a win con or?
He just beats him to death with
Okay.
He beats. Hiruzen just gives him the hands, beats him to death.
I guess he skills the fucking Itachi.
Well done.
Shit.
You want to go to conclusions or?
Arrow be cracking me up though. He's funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
For conclusions.
Go ahead.
And that's why a lot of people enjoy my debates because I can have similar tendencies only for people that I just don't like, or if I just don't know them, I'm gonna try to be a dick in a way too. But like I can vibe with that because like that shit would be funny. That's something I'd probably even say if I was like ratting. I don't know. He just beats him up with his hands.
In conclusion, I feel as though I won the speed point. And the thing about the Will of Fire versus the not holding back.
Doing conclusion. I'm not going to listen to that.
Yeah, nah.
So that's basically the nutshell of that particular debate of Six versus Areoflame. A general consensus. I'll just be short and quick. Six has got it. He won the main 2 important points of the scaling of with Hiruzen Orochimaru and all that, and correlating to Itachi, yada yada. And then even like all the other stuff, the ability and speed stuff, he got. It was good, but Six was dominating for the most part in the beginning. Once it got towards the middle-ish and end, then it was contentious. What do you think, Jay?
I think 6 won, and he definitely won the first 2 points. That one's almost definitively he won the first 2 points. The speed point was the most contentious.
Yep.
But even if I gave it to Arrow, I could just argue the anti-Sharingan. So Hiruzen's speed would be hampered because he'd be looking at fucking Itachi's feet the entire fucking time.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't be able to react to Amaterasu. He wouldn't be able to react.
Jutsu activation's way quicker. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the sort of like the minuscule amount of time to react to Itachi would be hampered to quite an extent if he has to look at fucking Itachi's feet the whole time.
Yeah.
That point, I think Six still won that point, but there is an argument Arrow won the speed point.
Yeah.
He did get a good rationalization. He said that, well, my assumption is the most rational assumption based off what we do know. That's valid, but then Six did refute it at the very end pretty well with his evidence, and then Arrow didn't want to contend against it anymore.
No,
like, all right,
he just let it go through. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's at best it's 2-1 for Six. At worst, it's 3-0 for Six. He won all points, but Six won. I think Six
that's
won.
That's insane. And then not only that, especially if Six won the main point, which is scaling overall, and Six even said that, which is with the whole mental amp, steam aim, etc. He just wins because that technically applies to everything. I don't even know why they continued on talking about fucking speed when they literally just discussed scaling right there. They should have just left it right there. That was for all stats.
Yeah, Six could have really ended it like even worse if he would have brought up like comparing Itachi versus Orochimaru, Itachi versus Hiruzen versus Orochimaru. It would have been quite easy to beat Arrow there. Like the whole speed shit would fall apart.
Yeah.
All there would even be a speed debate. He's like, dude, he fucking one-shot Orochimaru. Hiruzen, and when he was against Hiruzen, he struggled against Hiruzen. So it's like he would have won that point if he would have compared those two. But
exactly.
He didn't. But either way, he still won. He could have won more convincingly, but Six still won.
Yeah, but no matter what, shout out to Areoflame too. Once again, we're not dogging him or anything. We're dead ass being extremely fair. So he did really
Arrow
good.
did good on the speed.
Yeah,
he did good on the speed. You could argue Arrow won the speed point.
Shit, what we should get, make sure to comment down below or even ping 6 or whatnot. But fucking, we should ask for a round 3, of Areoflame versus 6 nowadays. That'd be pretty cool. Who knows?
I wonder. I know they're friends. I'm pretty sure they're friends too.
Yeah, let's see if Areoflame can hang with 6 now and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like whether if they have the same scaling progression.
Yeah. That would be cool to see them argue now. Like
right
now.
Because they're way tremendously better, bro. Like way better.
They're much better now.
Like
they're much better than they were then.
But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and did a unique reaction instead of just me. It was actually with Jay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that too. Make sure to check out his YouTube. Be in the link in the description down below or in the title of the video as well. So check that out. And as always, be safe, be easy. Batman out. Peace.
Peace, y'all.